Hey guys, what's going on Twitch? More than likely, if I can get this to upload, and more than likely on YouTube as well. I wanted to do just kind of a little random video. I talk about it on stream, and I talk about it. I think I've talked about it a bunch of times on stream, and I've talked about it a bunch, possibly on YouTube as well, throughout my channel's existence. That I've probably said this at least once or twice of the story of why I have started streaming. I'm, of course, the time I choose to do this, my throat is all kind of dried out, even though I just had a sip of water. But but yeah, I wanted to kind of just talk about streaming my what I've been doing, or just why I did this, and as well as a thank you, as I always try to do. What I always try to do is, give thanks because of the crazy support, even if it's not big like you people are used to, thousands and all that, hundreds, hell, just one extra view here and there is still a huge support to me. The subs on YouTube, whether that or the support of views and chatting and lurking and stuff of the people on Twitch. I'm gonna keep drinking my liquid until my throat finally calms down. Because I don't know why. I was just fine before I started the video. Then all of a sudden, my throat decided it wanted to just give out. but but yeah, I always talked about it. I started. Let's just go to YouTube, I guess. My first ever video I ever posted on YouTube, of course, was a Black Ops. And funny enough, it was a Black Ops, I think one, I think it was. And it had just some random ass song. Like two videos back in October, I think. Or at least I know in 2011, they were two random combined Call of Duty, because originally they were four videos split, and they were using the theater mode of like one of the Black Ops games. I forget if it was one or two. I want to say one, but I don't remember. And I learned that you could upload from the theater to to YouTube. And I didn't really watch YouTube all too much, like at all. The only reason I really uploaded it and made it was the fact that my gamer tag at the time was Triple the T Dog and still is, but also just for the fact that I was like, you know what? If I want to show friends some of my highlights, I'll have that. I didn't really know anything about montages or anything crazy like that that people have been doing already, because like 2012 and up was when I think people started to do a lot more on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know when the rise of game content really started to take off. That stuff I wasn't really too sure. So I did two. So then eventually I took the four videos and just combined into two with some random ass song. I don't even fucking know what the hell it was, because again I was, what? Let's see. I have a calculator set because I can't do quick math right now. It is 3 in the morning, so my mind is kind of fried, and I'm kind of just doing this on a whim. Let me see here. If it is this and this, I was 16. I was 16 going on 17 on that year, or well, I was going to be 17 in a couple months when I first put those videos together. Um, and it didn't stop there. Eventually, I did start watching people. Um, I started watching just other YouTubers of sorts play games, and I was like, man, I really wanted to do this. But the problem was, um, the problem was I didn't have the computer and or the equipment to do it. At the time, the computer I had was good for gaming, but it wasn't like the top. I don't remember what the hell the specs were, but they were decent for gaming at the time. We used to get upgrades for it and things until it burnt out eventually. But at the time, it was good, but I didn't know how to do software. Like, I didn't know anything about software. Again, I'm 16 years old. I could have just YouTubed it, but at the time, I didn't know what the hell YouTube really was besides looking up music, songs, lyric videos. Like, like I want to see what the lyrics of the songs were, because at a young age, I didn't really understand it. So I didn't really know about tutorials or anything like that. And I kind of just did what I could. So the quality, of course, was my first thing, and I had some shitty ass like headset mic. and I finally figured out how to capture it, even though the frame rate and the quality was terrible, and I just went with it. And for the years, I can't even figure out. I don't remember the year. I don't have exactly anywhere written down, but my eventually I finally got to the HD um, when I finally got my new computer, the computer I've been using now, that is starting to get very outdated. Of course, that's why we've been doing a lot of console games and not PC stuff. Um, but for the longest time, I was doing not HD videos because my computer was so crap. I was literally working on like an internal NVIDIA graphics card and some shitty AMD's like processor from like early 2000s, trying to play games and record and all that. Eventually, I I started to do streaming, but before that, I had such a weird habit of how I did YouTube and stuff like that before I started streaming, because YouTube was first. I had no idea what the hell. I think it was Justin TV and then Twitch and stuff like that. I had no idea what that was. I didn't know anything about live streaming. I just cared about recording videos. But the problem was I wanted to record console stuff that I played with my friends, and I had no way of doing that. I didn't work. I was still dealing with school, had a lot of stuff going on and stress-wise, and family was dealing with a lot of money issues. So I never got a capture card, and even if I did, my fucking computer wouldn't have been able to handle the damn thing. So the quality probably would have still been shit. And it was like I wanted some capture card I remember seeing on TV, and it was like, you can do this and that, and it's like, and then when I looked it up eventually later on, I was like, man, this thing is fucking terrible. Like, if you actually understood the stuff in it, which I do now. But my habits were of just playing whatever. I just played, at the time, Happy Wheels was a big thing. People were really into that, so I played Happy Wheels for a little bit. Then I started doing other things like the Game Boy games. I tried to do Pokemon, but I kept doing a lot of stops. And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy took off for some reason. Like, one of the 4 parts of the intro, or like the starting of the series, really took off in views for some reason, and it was not even like my decent stuff, I don't feel like. And it was just funny looking back, and some people that used to comment. I don't see comments anymore on those. There are, I think, 1 or 2 on some of my videos that are like, man, you're really bad. And it's like, dude, I know. My entire series of that was me stuck as a dropout boy. I could never get past it until the finale of that series, when I finally stopped, because my old YouTube recording habits was to play only for like 15-30 minutes, because I wanted to go play on the Xbox or whatever and play with my friends. So, as much fun as I was having doing that, I wasn't enjoying recording and stuff as much. So I was trying to find things that I really enjoyed to record, and it just did not stick. And so, like, Yu-Gi-Oh's videos and things like that became very sparse. Like, they were just like here and there, very sporadic uploads. And then eventually in 2014, I think it was. I can check right now. Yes, 2014 was when I had discovered Twitch. At least earlier, I had discovered Twitch. I knew what Twitch was. I knew what live streaming was, and I was gonna play The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I had never played through it. I only knew of the beginning parts because I owned it on N64 and I played it a lot. And again, now it's 2014, so again, can't do quick math, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. I fucked that right up. Did the wrong thing. I was 19. I was 19 years old and I started streaming around the February mark of 2014, and the only reason I tried to learn how to do live streaming, I did do a few streams before I even did Ocarina of Time. They were micless streams where I didn't have a mic, and or I didn't even have it. I had it hooked up, but I was too nervous to talk at the time, even though I had done YouTube. It was just weird. And I did Pokemon. I did some random Pokemon stuff. Eventually, I started, and Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time was like the first series that I think I could actually I started and completed, even though it wasn't in great quality, and it started my following because there were a lot of other Zelda fans that enjoyed it, watching a guy who has never played it experience it and see the positives and the negatives in the game and have like a clear view of it and not be a fanboy. Um, Again, the only reason why I chose to stream, the main reason was because John, who's been with me for a big chunk of this, as you could tell from a lot of video streams and things like that, he wanted to see it, and I knew that I was going to get stuck or lost at some point, and I was going to need his help, and I couldn't explain it, and or whatever, and I did. I always have trouble googling and looking up walkthroughs because even though I skim and read through stuff, I don't quite comprehend it, and John could dumb it down for me sometimes to help me for my slow ass mind that doesn't register things right away, and so that's where it went. It just, and then I found this addicting passion to just keep streaming because I like the interaction, to meet people and chat, and just get people's opinions and see what they like, and share what I like, and trying to find a middle ground. And it was just cool to me to do that. So I continued it on all the way until I finally got a new PC, and then I've been streaming still since. And like I said, in January of 2018, I think it was January 6th, I became a Twitch affiliate, and that's all because of the support that everybody on Twitch has shown. And I've hit over 100 subscribers on YouTube. Now that's not a great, huge deal or anything to compared to many entertaining people out there, of people that do it for a real living here. But it's still, to me, every little number increase is a big, like a huge deal to me. But I'm not a numbers guy. If numbers bothered me, like not seeing any growth, I wouldn't be streaming. I wouldn't be doing YouTube. No, the only reason I ever started doing this was for friends to see and share experiences. YouTube really was just because I wanted to record games and I wanted my friends to see, and if I had any funny moments. And Twitch was the same, was just have friends watch, because I love the concept of having friends over. If you've seen me do in-house plays, even though it's a little wonky of a setup, I love the idea of having a friend over and us playing a local co-op game, or even just a single game, a single player, and making fun or having fun with it. That it might be a shitty game or a good game, and we're taking turns. I just like the idea of having a friend over, seeing your view of what's happening, because if you're playing online, some glitches happen that they don't see. So if we're all in the same room, we're all seeing the same thing, kind of deal, like live stream, same video feed. We all get to share and see that experience together, and I've always just enjoyed it a lot. Um, I never went into this thinking I deserve this, I deserve that, I should get that. Like, never. I don't care in all these years of streaming for the last 4+ years that, and more on YouTube of content making, that I don't even consider myself a content creator because I don't really do much. I do it the most simplistic way I can, because it's not because I'm not like super passionate about it, but it's like my focus has been the video game and just the personality and commentary. I've never been one for doing a lot of flashy editing and video stuff. I've tried to do in mini series, doing little silly edits here and there. Nothing amazing, nothing like holy shit, this is the best. It's just been average, simple, because that's who I am. A very simple guy who's just like straight to the point of stuff. Um, and so, like I said, I've just been continuing what I've done from where I started, and I don't forget that. And of course, there's been a lot of ups and downs. The support's been great, but personal life has been very stressful. A couple years back, like I think I mentioned it in a story of Triple the T Dog. I don't know if I did a video of that on YouTube or not. I don't know if I still have it up, but I mentioned my father passed away a while back, a couple years back, due to cancer, and it was like a very depressed time, and I was trying to like do YouTube and streaming as kind of a forget that, try to block it out of my mind. And it's a fun hobby to me, and even though I'm an affiliate and people can send bits and things like that on Twitch, I still won't really see this as like I still won't like 100% devote this to a job. I don't think, unless like support was crazy crazy. But really, I'll always see this as just a fun hobby to give entertainment to people who may just need a cheering up, background noise, or whatever. I do not mind either way. I like to put 2+ hours in on stream to just share the experience of whatever I'm playing. And I do enjoy everybody that does come and watch, and people who stay, and if they just come to say hi and see what's going on, and that's it, But the reason why I felt like making kind of this little video was because we are coming up on our a full year now of becoming a Twitch affiliate back in January, and we're almost to January. So I wanted to make a little video just to be like a thank you guys to all the support this crazy year. 2018 has been one interesting year. Couple downs due to personal life issues, just a lot of drama, but I've kept that out so we can just have fun, keep the positivity, and having a blast on stream and YouTube stuff. Most of this year, I think I've had 2 videos, if not more, a day on a constant string on YouTube. I'm not going to say that's going to last forever, but as long as I have videos to upload, I'll keep trying to put up as much as I can on YouTube. So you guys can, who don't want to watch the live streams, because some people aren't a Twitch fan, or just some people who like the YouTube videos more and things like that, or just people who miss the stream and the VODs don't last forever for me, get to watch it on YouTube. So with that said, I do appreciate you guys for an amazing 2018 as we draw closer to the end of that. And hopefully we'll finish off strong, just continue to play some games, beat some games, and just have a good time. It's still the middle part of October. We still got a hell of a list of games to come out. It means just a hell of a lot more things to play and stream. And hopefully you guys will stick around and hang for the ride. If not, and you find somebody else, then I hope you stick and enjoy their ride, and just so on and so forth. Because you know what? It's a big community of people that just are passionate about games. And, I'd rather have, you hang out and watch the person you're enjoying most than being forced to sit with me and not enjoy yourself. I don't force anyone. I don't want people to sit and watch something they don't like. But in the end, I do play what I want to play, but that's not everybody's favorite game and or type, and I completely understand that. So I do appreciate it, both on YouTube and Twitch. I do appreciate you guys all for the kind words that you guys have said, and I do appreciate it for just all the support, even just the view of hanging out and chilling, just saying hi for a little bit. And because it means a lot, and I'm not great with showing emotion. I'm not great with showing excitement. I have that problem where I've just I'm not expressive with my emotions all too much. I'm not great at putting how I feel really into words. It's always been a struggle for me. So hopefully I do show that I mean it. I don't I hope I don't come off rude or seem like an asshole if I don't seem all that excited. But I am, like, it's just one of those things where once I'm done streaming, once I'm done recording, it's like I'm trying to wrap my head around that day, that night of that stream, of what just happened. People hung out, people watched, people sat down, and we had a conversation, and that means a lot. So I do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Hopefully this will go on Twitch. If not, I should have it up on YouTube. And for the people who do watch YouTube and not my live streams, I do appreciate you guys watching the content and leaving a like. And even if you don't like it, I still appreciate people coming by to check it out. I really do. And I, hope you guys enjoyed the video in some way. Even if it didn't make you laugh, but made you feel better about yourself, because you can do better than me. I don't know. But, I do appreciate it nonetheless. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, whenever you're watching this. And I hope you see you guys again real soon, whether it's a live stream or on the YouTube video. So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.